Hello everyone and welcome to my new video on my channel. In today's video, as you've seen from the title, I'm going to be talking more about things that you can try out in the United States and things to take advantage of while you're here, especially for people that are coming here on short-term stays, or even if it's like a longer term stay for a few months or a few years. You definitely need to do these things and take advantage of these privileges that you might not have in where you reside permanently, or even if you're an American watching this, feel free to tune in and stay till the end because I'm definitely going to be covering some tips and tricks that may also like make your life easier. In today's video, as I've told you guys, I'm going to be covering things that I've tried out and I took advantage of while I was living here. And while I'm still living here, I still have one more month left. But yeah, this I'm refilming this video, so I've tried to film it once already, but I didn't like the video quality, and uh, yeah, I'm kind of refilming it now, so I already know what I'm going to be talking more about. I've already practiced once. But yeah, anyways, without further ado, let's go first to the thing that I wanted to talk about most, which is thrifting. And it's like my favorite, all-time favorite activity to do here, especially for people who love shopping. This is a great way to enjoy your hobby and not spend a fortune. Thrifting can be a very nice way to save up money and buy and like stock up on necessities, whether that would be clothes or like other stuff. There, it doesn't have to be only about clothes because you can find lots of great kitchen appliances, home decorations, pictures, anything that you may think of. There's even like places where you can buy electronics secondhand, like pawn shops. Uh, you can find anything you can think of, keyboards, stuff like that. This shirt that I'm currently wearing right now, which is Des Moines, we love you, which is because I'm currently placed in Iowa. I'm living in Iowa, and Des Moines is like 1 hour away. I thought it's like a very sentimental place, and I bought it, and it's thrifted. It was very cheap. It was like $4, and it'll always remind me of this place. And like I said, clothes will make a great sentimental piece because you'll always remember that place where you bought them from, especially if you want to like take some souvenirs. Thrifting, once again, clothes shopping or shopping like non-perishable items can make a great souvenir and a great piece that will always remind you of your experience or your stay in the United States. Second thing that I wanted to talk about is also about shopping, but this time we're talking about online shopping. As you've all know, I'm sure many stores, most of the stores, in fact, in the United States have their own online stores that you can purchase items from, and you don't have to go to the actual store to buy this stuff from. Amazon being the biggest, the leading company that has like offered this since I don't know when, an online store which has a bunch of stuff, affordable, and they even offer overnight delivery for some people, especially if you live in the city. If you live in the country like me, you probably won't get 1 day delivery items or overnight delivery, but still, it's relatively fast. It like arrives in like less than 1 week, which is awesome. If you pay like Prime, I believe it's even faster. But you can get lots of nice things. You can buy lots of nice stuff. Anything that you can think of, food, groceries, um, I don't know, books, electronics, anything that you want to buy, you can buy it online. Walmart has their own online store that you can purchase items from. You don't have to go to the store if you don't feel like waiting in line to purchase an item or to buy the item, or like uh, dealing with people and crowd in stores. Obviously, this is a great way to buy and purchase items. Target also has an online store. Like I feel like most of the most of the grocery shops, most of the like even regular stores, like I don't know any store. I think most of the stores offer their products online as well. The next thing that I want to talk about is um, exposure to a lot of different cultures and cuisines, especially if you're a food lover like me. You can try out lots of different foods from lots of different countries and places here in the United States. You don't have to go to the place. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't be as authentic as it would in the place of its or in the country of its origin, but still, most of the cuisines can be found here in the United States with like they're having their own restaurants with people from those countries that probably most likely lived through that culture and have grown up like uh, eating those foods, so they know how to prepare it probably, and they are trying to make it as authentic as possible. And even the restaurants within themselves, they're like decorated to like fit the culture style, and the vibes are definitely trying to suit the place. So even though you're not traveling to the place or to the country where you're trying the food from or you're eating the food from, you're definitely going to feel like you're there. There are native people usually working there, as like I said. I didn't even know that people are eating a lot of Mexican here in the United States, but most of the people really enjoy it. I don't know if it's authentic Mexican or American Mexican. I don't know if nowadays it kind of evolved into like being American and Mexican, but it's definitely a lot of people and a lot of Americans enjoy eating Mexican food. I don't know why. I also like it personally. Not my favorite. Tried Chinese. I tried Mexican. I like it. I would eat it. Not every day though, but it's nice. It's amazing to like try out everything because I'm not picky at all. I love it. Is there somebody there? No, never mind. I thought somebody's in my background. But yeah, trying out different cuisines definitely. It offers lots of variety, lots of nice stuff you can choose from, lots of different cuisines, lots of different like from different continents, countries, nationalities, everything. The next thing that I'm going to be talking about is road trips. As you all know, America is a very car-centric country, which means that they use cars to get around everywhere. Without a car, most of the time, you wouldn't be able to get by, or you wouldn't be able to like, I don't know, live. Especially if you live in like a rural area, more rural area like me, you wouldn't be able to sustain because obviously you don't have transportation method to go to town or city to like stores or anything. So most likely, if you want to go to like a major city or go from one major city to another, most of the time that'll turn into a road trip. And if you like car rides, if you don't get car sick, that can turn into an amazing road trip experience for you. Especially if you have the right person to talk with, you can go on for like hours and hours. And we all know how big America is and how everything is so spread out. So definitely, road trips are quite frequent and can be quite a fun experience and enjoyable if you make it enjoyable. You need to go back to stores and purchasing stuff. Like I've said, there's a lot of variety of stores. There's a lot of variety of grocery stores that you can buy things from, and also many of these stores offer discounts, coupons, rewards very frequently, and many of them have their own apps where you can accumulate points, and then afterwards you can use this like as a credit, and it will like decrease the prices for the next time you're buying stuff. For example, most of the clothing stores have their system where you can like type in your telephone number, you can accumulate points on that account, and then you can use those points for purchasing next time, which is quite sweet and can lure customers into purchasing from that store more often. But it's also very convenient for the customer as well because they get percentage off. I used to go to a local ice cream shop with friends, and we used to get ice cream from there. And I remember they gave us like a card, and you can like buy ice cream 7 times from there, and then eighth time that you buy the ice cream, you get it for free. So basically, after the every 7th time of buying ice cream from their place, they give you like one extra for free, which is quite nice. I mean, obviously, sometimes it's not worth going there 7 times just to get an extra free ice cream. But if you're like a local there, if you go there quite regularly, if you are an ice cream lover, you will definitely benefit off this. And this doesn't have to be only about ice creams. I don't know, maybe like other stores do this also, but it's definitely a nice strategic method to take advantage of if you are going to a specific store very often. Nature access is also something that is very, very severely underrated, especially this kind of nature. Like when I came here the first time, I was mesmerized by the amount of greenery that there is available and how much people actually get used to it from day to day life. You don't really take as much advantage of it. Once you get out of the major cities, you are surrounded by nature. Even small towns have a lot of greenery. Even major cities have like parks and places where you can hang out and enjoy the nature. And that is awesome because we're promoting life in nature. And as we all know, our lives can get pretty busy and stuck. We can get stuck at work and office, and it's always nice to go and enjoy in the sun or in the green area, in the park, in the forest after a busy day at work. And that's why I'm also filming this video here in nature, especially because I would really want to enjoy it a little bit more, and I cherish it, and I love the experience, and I love the opportunity to just sit here in the yard, in the garden, and yeah, enjoy the sun, even though it's not very sunny currently. It's kind of cloudy, but enjoy the breeze of the wind and enjoy the sound of the leaves. And nice, it's very, very peaceful. Convenience culture is a real deal. Stores offer 24/7 service. We're not closed on Sundays like I'm used to, because in Europe many countries have a law where Sunday is a non-working day, and usually many grocery stores are closed down. Many pharmacies are closed down. There's only one pharmacy that's usually open per city here. If you need to go and grab something on Sunday, you may feel free to go ahead because it's usually open. Anything is usually open on Sunday, which is quite a huge advantage for the customers. I don't know how people who are working there feel doing that, but I mean that's how they're used to, I guess. And like I've said, 24/7, like even at 2 a.m., many times you can find like stores that are open like at 2 a.m. and you can go and pick up stuff. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is meeting people. In general, I know it can be hard to meet new people and form close bonds with people, but if you approach a stranger and strike them a compliment, most of the time they wouldn't look at you weirdly, they wouldn't be weirded out. They would take the compliment and they would smile, they would talk back to you, they would make a small talk, and you wouldn't expect for them to like be offended or anything. You can Small talk at least is very easy to be created in the United States, and it's very easy to kind of make acquaintances and meet new people. For forming closer bonds, I wouldn't say it's very easy. We were described to on one occasion as Americans being like peaches. As you all know, peaches are very soft on the outside, and when you bite into it, it's very soft. But as you approach to the core, there's the seed in the middle, and you wouldn't be able to go to the core, which is the heart essentially. So you can, on the outside, they're very friendly, they're very warm, nice people. You can talk to them, but if you want to have like a best friend or a very, very close person, it's kind of hard to form that bond. But I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just kind of hard. But for the most part, if you wanna have a friend, it's very easy to meet people, have friends, and do small talks with people you don't really know, even like with strangers. The last thing that I want to talk about is school activities, which is probably not very relevant for many people if you're not like, unless you're an exchange student. You can get to participate in lots of events, and I'm strongly encouraging every exchange student that is currently here and or is planning to do an exchange year to participate in as many events as possible. For me, that was my biggest regret that I had, especially because when I came here, the school hours were so long, and I was so overwhelmed by the amount of time that I spent at school that I didn't really think of also participating in out of school activities as well, extracurricular activities. But I'm encouraging every exchange student to do so. And later on, I also realized that I should probably be part of something. So later on, after 2 months of being here, I slowly adjusted to my everyday life, and um, I also started participating in many events, activities, sports, not so much. I was part of the academic team. I was part of the school plays. I was part of like other school teams. It wasn't anything sport related, but I got to go and watch the sports games, which is also like a cultural thing. Really wanna, they really love watching sports, and it's like a whole thing, hangout deal for them, which is also very nice. And for the most part, you'll be very welcome to try out for sports and try out for different teams and joining teams. And people are going to be very open. You wouldn't be discriminated most of the time. I mean, maybe it'll happen, and as like many places, people are biased, but I don't think that it'd be to a point where you would be completely ignored or turned down for an activity. On the contrary, if you mention that you're an exchange student, you would be probably even given the opportunity to participate even more and try out that stuff just because it's a once in a lifetime experience for you. But anyways, that's it for today's video. Like I can go on for hours on end talking about my experience and everything that I've done and everything that I can do here and then all of the unique experiences that I got to try out here. But um unfortunately we don't have time for everything, and I'm probably going to make even more videos on this topic. So yeah, this is all that I can share about advantage things to take advantage of while you're in the United States. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope I'll catch you in one of my next videos. Bye bye and see you.